everyone, my name is Galuh Tyas Tunik and then my student's number is 049, and today the purpose I made this video is to answer the question from the examination of ESP, English for specific purpose. So let's go on, and the question number 1 is explain what is ESP in brief. So according to me, ESP is an approach to learning English in which the goal or objectives are in accordance with the needs of the learners. Therefore, the materials we teach must be relevant to learner and must be successful in imparting knowledge. For example, there is a learner who wants to learn public speaking. Therefore, the goal is that the learner must be able to speak well in front of people. And then next, the question number 2 is write 3 main reasons to the emergence of ESP. Okay. There are 3 key reasons resulted in the emergence of ESP as identified by Hutchinson and Waters, 1987. The first is the demands of a brave new world. Okay, so because of the end of the Second World War and the oil crisis, a country demands to learn about science, technology, and economy to improve the welfare of its country. Of course, to learn it all are not only in the scope of their country, they also have to study, cooperate, and competence from other countries, and therefore English emerged as an international language that make it easy to communicate, and ESP to learn more specifically in that field. A second is the revolution in linguistics. Due to the demands of language in real-life situation, ESP emerged. For example, regarding this issue, it is found that the language used in spoken and written situation is subject to change. Okay, next is focus of the learner. Because every learner has different learning strategies, different needs, interests, and different skills to acquire the language. Therefore, ESP emerges in which learning is in accordance with what the learner needs and wants. Okay, next, the question number 3. Elaborate 4 characteristics of ESP. Okay, number 1 is ESP is defined to meet specific needs of the learners. This ESP should be designed to meet the specific needs of learners. Second is ESP make use of the underlying methodology and activities of the discipline it serves. The third is ESP is centered on the language appropriate to these activities in terms of grammar, lexis, registers, study skills, discourse, and genre. In this ESP, the choice of language material is uncertain. Of course, the language is in accordance with the needs of the learners. Back to the needs of learners. Yeah, right. And then differentiated to general English. As I said earlier that ESP is in accordance with the needs of learners. Therefore, of course, ESP is different from general English because the needs of learners are different, right? Okay, the question number 4. Explain the procedure of needs analysis in ESP. Teacher must identify target needs and learning needs. So, what is the target need? The target needs include one is learner wants. We have to know learner's personal view about the needs or lack he has. So before doing ESP learning, we must first know from the beginning the goals of the learner's personal desires. The second is learner lacks. We have to know the gap existing between the target proficiency and the current proficiency of the learners. From the beginning, the teacher has emphasized specifically what the learner's goals are and explained the achievement targets that the learner wants, such as the time it takes to achieve this target and so on. Okay, so before that is the target needs, and then this is learner needs. Refer to the background linguistic knowledge the learner needs to have in order to master the future abilities he will need to perform in the target situation. And then how we can identify needs, lack, and wants. The first is questionnaire. The second is interview. And the last is observation data collect or informal consultation to learners, tutors, or sponsors. Okay, number 5. The question number 5 is write 4 different characteristics between EGP and ESP. The first is ESP. Learners ESP, usually learners ESP is a working adult, and then aims ESP to meet the needs of particular learners, and then the focus is on training, and the last is as English is intended to be used in specific vocational context. The selection of the appropriate content is easier. And then EGP, usually learners EGP is a high school students. Aims EGP to improve overall English competence involving a range of skills like reading, writing, speaking, listening, vocab, grammar, pronunciation, and extract. Then, due to the above point, it is important for the content in the syllabus to have a high surrender value to predict. And the course content is more difficult to select. Yeah. And next, question number 6 is explain briefly 3 approaches to need analysis. The first is provides a means of obtaining wider input into the content, designing and implementation of a language program. The second is can be used in developing goals, objectives, and contents. And the last is serves as a means of evaluating an existing program. Okay, and last question: why need analysis is important in ESP? Yeah. So according to EY 1999, need analysis refer to the activities involved in collecting the necessary information for developing an effective curriculum that meets the students' particular needs. Again, ESP is based on learner needs. Therefore, needs analysis is very important so that we can find out the needs, lack, and want of learners. So that is my answer. So thank you for your participation. Thank you for watching and see you. Bye.